i-Italy is proud to be here tonight at gorgeous Cipriani, celebrating the National Italian American Foundation, enjoying a wonderful gala that will unfold, honorees that will be named, and enjoying all that it means to be Italian American. Tell me what it's like to be president of this wonderful organization.
I love my job. I get to talk about being Italian and talk about issues that are important to the Italian American community every day, and I get to work in Italy and with this community that I love. I could not ask for a better life.
And what does it mean to you personally to be Italian American?
It's the luckiest combination of genetics I could have ever asked for. I get to have all of the blessings of being from the most culturally wealthy people in the world in the greatest nation that was ever created. So I'm very blessed. So right now we're working on a fellowship program throughout America's college campuses to bring student leaders of Italian American heritage to our foundation, to our meetings. We've got a great program for young Italian Americans that have never been to Italy before called the Voyage Discovery, endowed by Ambassador Peter Secchia. They get to go to Italy for the first time. A lot of stuff for young people.
What are your impressions so far?
Absolutely. It's my first gala here in New York at the NIAF, and I'm really impressed. I would say shocked by the amount of people, the amount of energy, the amount of history you can really touch with your hand here. I think it's a wonderful night, incredible people. This is the sign, I think, of the Italian-American strength in New York City. I couldn't think of a better symbol of the big union between Italy and New York City.
So I want to thank the foundation, the i-Italy video team. You know, the Italian culture that we celebrate tonight was my childhood. Warmth, family first, love, sacrifice, hard work, an occasional whack on the back of my head, which always was preceded with an Italian comment like, the boy has a thick head. He's a Calabrese.
How exciting for this evening's gala. Tell me a little bit about what the organization is doing that's new.
Well, our newest initiative is the establishment of the Italian American Leadership Council. We've set up a new program for a donor group that we're soliciting from around the country, primarily to network us more with local organizations and those individuals that want to support the foundation both financially and with their time. I've been involved with it over 30 years, so I have a lot of satisfaction in working with our programs, the friendships and the networking.
How did it start?
NIAF? It's very interesting. It didn't start like most Italian American groups, which start at the bottom and work to the top. It started at the top.
How?
It brought together a number of influential people, bankers, businessmen, politicians, people on both sides of the aisle, Italian Americans who are proud of their heritage history. That started it. And that let's say, group at the head immediately had a layer over the whole United States in speaking out for Italian America. It now has crescendoed into NIAF being such a representative force for the acknowledgement of our people here in the United States. And we trace our history in 40 years. We've come a long way, as you can see tonight.
A lot of what I've gained in my life is through the Italian culture. And the whole purpose of NIAF is to maintain Italian culture with Italian Americans. And so I'm so happy to support it and be part of it. Discovery program where we take students who write theses to why they should participate, and 20 of them go to Italy for 2 weeks. 1 week they do work for the community, and 1 week they participate in visiting and understanding different regions of Italy. And doing that, it's connected to our trip of the board of directors, and we all get together with these young students.
Tell me what it's like being a member.
To top it off, to be part of NIAF, where you're able to come together with people like this wonderful lady. Tonight we're going to be honoring the late Judge Marie Garibaldi, and it just gives you strength to go through your day.
Well, I feel that I grew up with this organization. I was one of their first scholarship recipients for a law scholarship. I was an intern at the NIAF in Washington, D.C. And, you know, as Pat said, we're trying to attract the next generation, the young people. I came into this organization, I was first generation Italian American, but our young people are second and third generation, and some of our wonderful programs include the Voyage of Discovery.
I would like to congratulate the honorees for this wonderful achievement and awards. I'm delighted to receive this award. But there was one thing that I will leave with you. I'll give it to you in English, which my father over the years gave to me. The first thing, you don't have to brag. If you're good, people will know about it. The second thing, never have short arms. When you go to that bar, put your $10 on the bar. And then the third thing he said, be there when people need you. And with that, I leave you this evening. Thank you very much.
And what does it mean to be Italian American to you?
How far do I go back on this? Being Italian American, you know, there's two things in my life that I found out. Is being an Italian, and my friends want to be Italian. And believe me, our food is terrific, our artistic is terrific. You know, when you talk about what we have accomplished in the United States by Italian Americans in Italy, it's just been phenomenal.
What it means to be Italian American?
Well, one of the greatest things in the world is to be Italian American. It's the bringing of the heritage of our family that came over here, the hard workers, the one that set the opportunity that we have today to do what we do. So the Italian American heritage is deep in culture, deep in love and respect of God and country. Everything we did was around the things that my mom and dad grew up with in Italy. It is a great honor for me to be able to be here tonight, being a byproduct of their hard work. So growing up was all about Sundays, it was all about family, it was all about doing the right thing, and everything revolved around the kitchen table.
And you have a chord with i-Italy.
We've really built an amazing partnership. i-Italy is a brand that we are so proud to be able to work with. We've worked on doing some internships together to really create opportunities for Italian speakers in our community in the media. We've got all of the i-Italy news feed directly on our website. It's the best source for news on Italy in the English language. We've done so much together, and we just continue to grow the relationship. I'm so impressed by what you guys do.
Tell me what it means for you to be Italian American.
Well, it's something we're all very, very proud of and very grateful. And the fact, you know, that our fathers and mothers implied upon us where we're from, where, you know, the contributions we made to American society and our country is something that's what we're celebrating here tonight. I was working recently for the Italian national program as a coach, and helping them with their international tournaments and their academy. So yeah, I mean, it's getting there. They're signing some good players, and it's taken some time. They've had a couple of players get to the major leagues. So it takes time because it's a cultural thing. You know, we grew up playing Little League, and they're just starting to get that tradition. So but I think there's good days ahead for baseball in Italy.
I'm very proud of my Italian heritage. My mother was born in Italy, and for her it was very important that we learn to speak Italian, and that you know, we knew about our roots and about our history and about our family. And to this very day, some of my closest friends are my cousins from Italy.
Tell me about your new role at NIAF.
Tomorrow I'm going to be installed on the board of directors for the NIAF, and as you can see, I'm very excited about that. It's a tremendous organization, and under the leadership of John Viola as the president and Joe Del Raso as the chairman, I think NIAF has done some really great things to put the Italian Americans on the map, and to really give everybody in the United States a clearer understanding of who we are as Italians. And it's time They've been contributors in every part of our culture. I mean, whether it's for design or food or fashion or culture. The Italian Americans have produced so much for this country.
And the police force and U.S. Marshals.
And of course the police force too. The police force and the fire department.
On January 15th, 2016, the NIAF family lost a dear friend and a revered member of our board, our Vice Chair, Justice Marie Garibaldi. She served as a distinguished member of the Foundation's Board of Directors.
Marie embodied the definition of trailblazer and pioneer. She was the first female judge appointed to the New Jersey Supreme Court by then Governor Thomas Keene.
Marie was a mentor to those who came after her, and she graciously held the door open for us and guided us with her wisdom and her wit. We have lost an exceptional, elegant woman whose legal career presents an extraordinary record of accomplishment. NIAF will establish a legacy scholarship in tribute to Justice Marie Garibaldi, which will be announced.
Well, I've been chairman of the board of directors for 9 years, and I've been very, very active going back to the days I was in Washington as a congressman with Peter Rodino and Senator Pistorius when NIAF just began. I tried to help to finance part of it, taking the test for students, and it's been a struggle because the Italian language is a beautiful language, and we want to keep it alive. And now we have many people who are not Italian, that have no ethnicity with Italy, that are showing a great interest. So that the Italian language now has really established itself as a permanent part of our SATs.
It's such a wonderful organization. Tell us some of the things that you do for NIAF.
I will tell you that I could not be, I'm an example of a proud Italian American. Aside from that honor, I was Grand Marshal of the Columbus Day Parade in 2011, which was one of the great honors of my life, walking up Fifth Avenue with my family. And I believe that the Italians have contributed so much to our society and so many things creatively, legally, professionally. And I'm one of those guys that don't like Italian stereotypes.
Stefano, you have a wonderful connection with Casa Italiana and NIAF.
Yes, it's the connection in one person that are the best ones because they are the ones that last longer. Our founder, Baroness Darilli, was a member of the board of NIAF for many, many years. And I can say that by founding Casa Italiana in 1990 at New York University, she somehow realized one of the missions that NIAF had from the very beginning, that was the promotion of Italian language and culture. Italian-American culture in its many multifaceted aspects be represented. So Italian-American literature, Italian-American filmmakers, Italian-American musicians. They were all, from the beginning, a part of our cultural program. And that's thanks to her intuition of an Italian culture that has many faces, many sfaccettature, as we say in Italian, like a diamond. And it's thanks to these different many faces that the light that it produces is so beautiful.
Michael, what was it like?
Well, it's a tremendous honor. I'm overwhelmed. As you know, my Italian-American heritage is such an integral part of who I am. And to have my dad here, he's 83, and really be able to dedicate to him this, as well as to my mom, who's passed. It's all about kind of giving back to what you've been given in the future. So I got my kids here, my family here. I thank NIAF for all they've done. And, you know, my heritage is an integral part of who I've been in every aspect of my life. It's the core of my DNA and who I am and what I do and how I live my life. And, you know, nobody's perfect, but my Italian values have been, my Italian-American values have been part of me. And I always said to my kids from probably when they were 3, what's the most important thing?
Family.
Stefano, what does it mean to you to be Italian American?
Well, it's who I am, hopelessly so. But no, it's a great distinction in this society where Western values and Italian and church values are really being moved around a lot. It's a still point in a turning world.
We've got amazing honorees tonight. It is hard to follow them, so I want to thank them all for their participation, for what they've done, for what they've given to this event. They are really the cream of the crop of our community. Our community and our culture will live forever and ever and ever, and we are the luckiest people in the world. We've got all of the beauty and artistry and intense intelligence of our Italian roots, and we've got all of the success of the greatest nation that God has ever created. So I hope you take it with you and bring it to everyone you know. God bless you all. God bless Italy, and God bless America, and thank you for supporting the National Italian American Foundation.